Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Supporting Yah's Cornerstone. My name is Heshra. First and foremost, I want to give praise to Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I want to thank him for his knowledge and for blessing me and so many others with his word, and for allowing us, as far as the Hebrew people, to come out of darkness and to know who we are as a people. In today's video, I want to talk about a series that I'm planning to do on the channel called Hebrew Life on a Budget. Because when you seek to transition from a secular Western lifestyle into, more of the culture of the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle, and we seek to change our lives, a lot of in that way, as far as clothing, maybe even music or just different things. Maybe you go from your children in public school to now you homeschool instead, So a lot of these things affect us financially, and that's what I want to share here on this channel. It's just different ways to do things that in a way that won't hurt your budget, but it helps you to accomplish a goal pertaining to your transition from secular life, whereas your clothing concerned and other things, into making adding Yah's and the Hebrew culture style of things into your life. And I'm only sharing right now, I'm just sharing things that I've learned over the last two decades, the things that have helped me and my family. Because coming in, we had different changes to make, and we all come in different financial situations. Most of us are probably going to be working class people. That's what me and my husband, that's what we were, just regular working class people. And what I found is that sometimes we wish, I wish I could win the lottery. If I just win the lottery, it would help me get all this different stuff done. Or if I came into a lot of money, it would just, I wish the Creator would bless me with so much money to help me get this different things done that I'm trying to change and adjustments I'm trying to make. But what I found was, in our life, the Creator blessed us to be able to adjust our lifestyle and make changes. He blessed us through knowledge of better ways to do things, to start growing a garden, to learn how to can. That helped out with food prices and grocery, learning how to sew and different things like that helped out with the purchasing of clothing, especially as our family grew and I started to have children. Okay, so that's what I found. So what I'm saying is, a lot of us maybe won't win the lottery, or we won't inherit a lot of money. And sometimes the Creator won't bless everybody through that way, but through information on how to do things better and be more in a more budget friendly way. And that's what I found in my walk with the Creator. When I look down, I'm just looking down at my notes. So a part of this, part of the videos I plan to do with this series will be surrounding sewing and clothing, and not just sewing, but just little tips on how to change your clothing for yourself and your family. That hopefully will help. Am I an expert on these things? No, but my plan here is just to share what I have learned in hopes that it helps you. In this series, I will always focus on the lowest cost of things, because when it comes to just the more expensive options, I find that is readily available. You can easily find that. Just for example, if you want to add to your wardrobe, it's pretty simple and easy to find most of the time. If you have $200 or $150 to spend on one outfit, most of the time you can find that pretty quickly, a place to purchase that and buy that. Okay, so I won't touch base with a lot of that. I'll mostly deal with the lower cost way to do things here in this series. And I want to just add this. Before I came into this way of life, of course, if you have watched my Get to Know Me videos, you know that I was a teen mom. Now, I had my first child when I was 15 years old. No, I was not living for Yahweh or at all. So, I wasn't married at the time or anything like that. And so, but having a child that young and having that responsibility, of course, it hit my finances at a early age. And so I aged and came into the age of 18, 19, 20, and so on, going through financial struggles or having to really focus in on finances at a lot early age because of that. And I had to deal with a lot of things early. So one of those things is seeing other people have things that I wasn't able to afford to have, seeing other people go places and be able to do things that I was not financially able to do because I was young and I had the responsibility of a child. And of course, at that age, of course, I didn't have any skills or anything to be able to just hop out into the world and be able to make X amount of money. So these are things that and at the time, for whatever reason, I don't ever remember being jealous of other people when it came to that. Like being jealous that, oh, they're able to do this or to do that. I didn't really think about it, honestly, like that. And I just thank the Creator I didn't. I can't tell you exactly why I didn't, but I didn't. And I'm leading to a point with this. I learned how to accept my financial situation at that time without feeling bad or angry or jealous of other people. I'm saying that to say that I kind of came into this way of life with that mindset. I don't remember during that time ever trying to keep up with what other people were doing. If other people were going somewhere and I just couldn't go, then I just couldn't afford to go. That could have been the fair, it could have been the movies. I remember at the time, like, I would only go to the salon to get my hair done if I could afford to. So some months I could afford to do that, some months I couldn't. And I didn't. I would go months and months without being able to afford to go. Maybe people were maybe sometimes I was able to have my nails done like other people maybe were, other women were, but I couldn't. I would only go to the nail salon if I could afford to go to the nail salon. So then it would be months when I couldn't go, which that can be an issue because you have to continually get the get it renewed or whatever at the bottom. I'm not sure what that's called. So eventually I ended up just, for the most part, not going to the nail salon, because then the issue would become going to get them redone. Then I was the type of person that I'm gonna work. I really wasn't concerned with breaking them, so some of them would break, and then there's the repair. So eventually, for the most part, I just stopped going to the nail salon, but because that expense just started to kind of go up. So by no means am I saying am I some kind of financial guru, because I was not and I am not. But what I am saying is these are some lessons that I kind of brought with me into this way of life, and I'm encouraging you to don't, especially these days with social media, we're able to see so much more into other people's lives, and even in the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle, we're able to see what other families or women are able to do in this way of life. Maybe they're able to take trips to Israel every year, or trips to Africa every year. Maybe they're able to wear a certain type of clothing all the time, or maybe they take trips. We're able to more see into people's lives over the internet. So then it doesn't become just about what people around us are having, but the internet at large shows us a broader scope of that. So what I encourage you to do is to focus in on your financial lane. Work toward not being jealous or seeing other people have things you may can't afford right now, making that make you aggravated or discontented. Because whatever your financial situation is at the moment, it is whatever it is. And focusing on being content with it in a certain type of way. Of course, we always want to work toward doing better, but things don't always change overnight with situations, with finances, etc. So focus in on what you can do and try to have patience. Just because we change and start to focus in on the law and make that decision today, and we working on our finances and everything today, making changes, that doesn't mean tomorrow that everything is just going to alter. Normally it takes time. So practice patience. In time, your finances will change because Yah teaches us to have a good work ethic. He teaches us a variety of things that help across the board, including helping with our finances. But a lot of times it takes time to see the results of that. Psalms 37:4-6 says, "Delight yourself in Yah, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to Yah. Trust also in Him, and He will do it, and He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your judgment as the noonday." So I just wanted to read that to just encourage you. Trust in Yah. Be content and trust the process that He's going to take you through for your finances to change and for other things in your life to change. And when I say that, of course, you're going to be doing your part in all of that. But just remember, the results of them you don't always see that overnight. Exodus 20:17 says, "You should not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that belongs to your neighbor." So I wanted to read that to say, work toward not being jealous of other people and what they have. Because when you focus in on that, you will start to covet, And so focus on your financial journey, so to speak. And there are ways to get into your clothing, into your fringes, into dresses and skirts and things, and even into a really high quality of clothing, and just speaking on the clothing in particular, in a way that's budget friendly. And when I say high quality, I mean now I'm talking about not about the unnatural fabrics, but I'm talking about getting into your cotton, your linens, your wools, your silks, and things like that. And especially the cotton. There is you can have gorgeous outfits for every day and for the Sabbath and for our holy days, on a budget, and where it can be not that expensive, and you can look good, your family can look good on a budget. And just talking about that part, there are ways to homeschool, for example, that are budget friendly, for example, also. So I hope in this series to just share, and I hope that it is helpful as I begin to do videos concerning these things. Keeping in mind, I'm not a financial guru. I'm just sharing what I've learned in different areas that have helped my family save. For many years, we lived off one income. I was a stay-at-home mom for a little over 2 decades. And so, but we're not rich or anything like that. For a long time, we probably weren't even middle class, But the Creator blessed us to be able to live, raise our children, and to eat every day and to eat well, to dress well, and you know, and so hopefully this I'm going to be sharing what the Creator blessed how the Creator blessed us to be able to accomplish some of these things, because coming into this way of life, it's a lot of things that the Creator blessed me to learn to do, and things He blessed my husband how to learn how to do certain things that we didn't know before the Creator opened the door for us to learn it. And so everything's not about winning the lottery or coming to a windfall of money. The Creator will, as I said earlier in the video, the Creator will not bless everybody necessarily in that way. Sometimes how He blesses you financially is maybe you learning a skill and you making money from that. Maybe showing you how to do something that will help you financially, like growing a garden helps you out with your grocery bill or something like that. So sometimes He blesses us through knowledge to be able to financially do better, and it doesn't always come necessarily in just a windfall of money. of money. So my hope is that this series will be helpful. The first part of it will deal with clothing, and so I hope that will be helpful to you. Thank you for your time and for watching this video. Please share these videos and this channel with sisters that you think may need it. And I say it in that way because some sisters may already have some women may already have a wonderful support group, and that is good to help them with these various things already. But if you or you know someone else who it might be useful to them, please share them. Please subscribe to the channel, and please like the video. Just for the sake of it helps the algorithm with YouTube to help push these videos more out, so more women had an opportunity to see them. And the hope is the ones that need it will be able to have access to them and know about these videos sooner. Thank you for your time. Have a blessed day or night or whatever time of day you're watching this. Shalom, shalom.